Good morning from the farmer's garden. I'm one of the farmers and I'm out in what's left of our garden right now. So we're looking around here at the farm and it is looking like time to just plow all this in, add the vegetation back as organic matter in the soil. We have almost strictly sand here, so any bit of organic matter we can add in is good. But with no rain in the forecast, it's unlikely that any of this will be able to bounce back. If it got an inch today, it would be fine, but I'm not holding my breath for that. So I'm going to show you what's here, what we're probably going to plow in, and then I'll show you what's over at the tomatoes in a minute, and I'll let you see what's at home as well once we get back there. But yeah, lots of fun. All right, so these are zucchini, what's left of them. Cantaloupe behind them over there. Yellow squash, spaghetti squash. Even the okra is gone. Y'all, okra likes heat, but even the okra could not survive this. The peas, we will get some use out of the corn because we'll harvest and bundle those stalks to sell. We like to sell those in the fall for people to use for decorations. So we'll get that much use out of them. But otherwise, there's not much here. This is supposed to be patty pan squash and pumpkins through here. And some butternut here, and you can see those are just done, just dried up. So like I say, we'll harvest those corn stalks, and the rest of this we're just going to go ahead and be plowing in pretty soon and let that be organic matter in the soil and break down and add some nutrients for us. As far as the well situation goes, the hole that we drilled the other day, we did witch first. We did find water. We actually found where a couple of different underground streams kind of converge in one spot. So it wasn't that there wasn't water down there, just because of the cave-in situation that we ran into, the well couldn't get as deep as it needed to. And so hopefully Thursday or Friday we'll try again on that. But I think it'll be too late to do any good for us on this bit. So now we're down to getting this ground prepped to start again in a few weeks. So that's where we stand on that one right now. The one thing that is doing really well, we're going to have to figure out how to move wild grapevines, because this is not the place for them, but this is a wild grapevine and it is quite happy in here. So we may have to figure out how to relocate that and actually make use of those, get them watered up and doing well. All right, let's go check on the tomato patch now. All right, checking tomatoes. This particular chunk of the tomato garden is really annoying to us. Look at all of these in here, and they're turning ripe. But some of these we taste, like I'm going to taste this one. It looks ripe, it looks fine. That one was really sweet. But about every other one that we taste is so stinking bitter. And there's not really a visual difference between them, so we can't really tell just looking at them, and we don't want to sell you bitter tomatoes. That one's actually really good. I'm glad I picked that one. So, tomatoes are drying up. They're in here. Hey, goats. We are picking tomatoes at the first hint of color right now, just because the birds are hungry too, and the first hint of color kind of attracts them. They see that bright color and they come on in and they eat that too. So we are picking those sooner. Peppers are done. You can see this is where peppers should be. The only thing really thriving is the goatweed right now. That's a lot of fun. And the eggplants are actually not doing too bad. I'm going to show you the eggplants. Eggplant likes heat and it likes dry. So it's not doing too bad. We're actually going to have quite a bit of eggplant to pick, but we don't pick it until all at once on Friday because it doesn't store very well for us. So we will come in on Friday right before market time in the morning, and we will be harvesting these. Look, they're still blooming even. So this is cool. Well, this one's kind of dying back. Some of them aren't doing well, but most of them are looking pretty good. So we've got that much. So anyways, that's where this stands. And then it's down to what's at home now. All right, we're in the yard now, checking out this garden. So we actually do have a few tomatoes that might go ahead and decide to grow for us. There's a few of them through there. This whole row pretty much, I don't know, dry, tiny tomatoes, dogs, all the things. Looks like we lost all of those. Oh, nope, look. There's like 6 of them down on this end. We have a few. Peas are looking okay. They didn't get stomped out too bad, so we have 1 row of those. Oh, except that we have squirrels in the yard and they're eating the tops of the peas. Y'all, seriously, I laugh at the amount of crazy things we've dealt with this year. So we are having to water this pretty regular. It's drying out fairly quickly, but just going down that far, it's enough to hold together. So there is some moisture in there. But yeah, you can see everything wilts pretty easy. Lima beans pretty much were a loss because of the dogs. But like we get over here into the squashes and things, a lot of them are not necessarily in their nice, neat, pretty rows, but they are here. So that counts for something. So all of this, we're just watering, trying to get it to come on up and do something. I don't know if you can hear that crunch under my feet while I walk, but it's dry, it's hot, but it'll do something. We'll keep it watered and get it to do something, and we'll have at least that much to sell. So anyways, that's your update for now. The actual garden at the farm is pretty much toast. We'll be cutting that corn before long and bundling it up and just setting those shocks somewhere to sell for decoration later this year. And then the rest of that is going to get tilled in pretty soon. And we're going to pray for rain. If we get rain or we get the well moving, whichever one happens, probably at this point we're just banking on the well, which we're going to try again to drill in the next couple of days. We're going to try a new hole. But if we get water going, what we're going to do at the garden, at the farm, is mostly peas. Peas are very drought hardy, and we sell a lot of them. Y'all like them. We can also freeze them. So any of them that we don't sell right now, we can have in the freezer and have throughout the fall. So what we'll do once we get the well going out there is we'll plant successive rows of those. So 5 or 6 that will come ready, and then a week or 2 later we'll plant 10 more, and however we'll do that, and mostly just do those out there. But anyways, this is here. It's going to do something. We're fixing to turn the water on for it. We do still have the greenhouse tomatoes, and they're not looking too bad. What they're doing right now is they're kind of doing like a whole flush of tomatoes, and we pick a whole bunch, and then they sort of slow down, and then we pick a whole bunch more. A little bit unusual for tomatoes, but it's working. It's got something growing, so we're not complaining too much. Oh, I just looked in. We have tomato worms again. We have sticks poking out the top over here. So that's fun. I have to decide what to do about those little boogers. Y'all, it's been a year. It's been a year. Anyways, thank y'all for visiting what's left of our farm. Hope you enjoyed your visit. Y'all be sure and come back when you can stay longer.